Well, Hull City have been hit by the transfer embargo, but they're still completing a transfer. It's just someone going out on loan. Matty Jacob has joined Reading on loan for the entirety of the 2025-2026 campaign. In this video, I'll be going through what Hull City have said on the matter, what I think about this deal, and of course, feeding into the larger scale theme of Hull City, the financial troubles, and what on earth is happening at the moment with this club. So let's go into what Hull City have said about the dealing. So, defender Matty Jacob has joined Sky Bet League One side Reading on a season-long loan. The 24-year-old joined the club's academy at under-9s level, progressing through the age groups before making his senior debut away at Sheffield Wednesday on New Year's Day 2024. We'll forget about that fixture, shall we? The defender marked his maiden start with a late leveller against Birmingham City in the Emirates FA Cup third round just days later, with his second City strike coming in a 3-0 victory at Sheffield United in January 2025. Jacob, who has also enjoyed loan spells at Pickering Town and Gateshead, has made 23 appearances for the Tigers. Noel Hunt's Royals are preparing for their third season in English third tier and will be hoping to build on last season's 7th placed finish. We'd like to wish Matty the best of luck in his loan spell. So, it's a loan spell out. This one has been building on the cards for a while. Reading have been pretty much the spearheaders in trying to get a deal done for Matty Jacob. It could have been a loan deal. It could have been a permanent deal. It could have been anything. Also, he might have cut the contract and sent him over. I mean, who knows what this club's going to do at the moment. But yes, Matty Jacob, this one has been in the pipeline for a while, and I presume that everything was agreed before Hull City knew that they had this transfer embargo cast upon them. We sort of reported a couple of days ago that this deal was pretty much all complete, and apparently he went for his medical, I think, yesterday. And of course, announcement happened today. So it's an all right deal in the grand scheme of things. Loan him out for the season, of course. Allow him to get some consistent game time, sort of going through Reading and what their fans are saying about this deal. Well, it seems like it's a good one for them as well, as I don't think they have a true out-and-out left-back, and they're sort of like filling in different people at left-back, a little bit similar to what we were doing last season, but never mind. They seem quite happy about the dealing to bring in a true out-and-out left-back in Matty Jacob, and hopefully he'll thrive in a starting role there, playing in, week out, at a competitive League One side, all in all. So wish Matty the best of luck. Of course, this means for Hull City, well, we only really have one senior left back at the club, and that being Ryan Giles. Of course, you've got James Ferong, and I maybe would like to see James Ferong get a full run out for this season. Of course, his little cameos and his little appearances that we've seen him have for Hull City, they've been all very, very positive, and in the very, very limited game time that we've seen of him at Hull City, well, he seemed to be the best left back in the club. So hopefully that means that James Ferong does get a full run and a full go at it, unless, I mean, he gets sold, Ryan Giles gets sold, and we're playing without a defensive line for this upcoming season because we need to pay the bills. But who really knows? Who really knows at Hull City at this moment? Of course, it's quite nice, somewhat poetic, Hull City to send someone who got their debut against Sheffield Wednesday, currently under transfer embargo. Hull City, of course, currently under transfer embargo as well. To Reading, who, of course, are in their own financial troubles, have their own owner problems as well. So it's sort of a little one of these sliding door moments, these butterfly effects, and how everything's connected through the powers of transfer embargoes, of poor ownership, of financial failure, and all good stuff like that. But it's a lovely time to be alive, isn't it? So yes, one left back gone on a loan. Of course, that means that he can be recalled, so not a full panic mode. And of course, if Hull City do sort of rectify a little bit of things with this transfer embargo, well, they very could sign this Premier League loan left back that the agent's been hammering on about this entire transfer window. But who knows about that at the moment? The only thing that's really certain is that we have 2 left-backs at the club, one senior and one, as I say, who's had very few cameo appearances and, of course, was on loan for a stretch last season. So who really knows what the situation is with left-back at Hull City? It was the key area, one of the key areas to improve on that in striker. So, I mean, what's next? Send Kyle Joseph back on loan to Blackpool. And, yeah, we should be all square then, ready for the upcoming season. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. And there's a lot to cry about at the moment. But Matty Jacob on loan to Reading. It's been in the line for a while. I think Oxford were also interested. Of course, Reading is going to get extended game time. We'll see what this proves for him. Of course, I'll keep saying how Matty Jacob gets on at Reading and also everything surrounding Hull City. In a bit, I'll have a video coming out explaining the whole transfer debacle and all the financial trouble surrounding Hull City. As well, the words don't describe the feeling at the club at the moment, do they? But some news has come out. It's just not really the right news, especially on the day where Hull City announced a couple of hours beforehand that they're under a transfer embargo, which I believe that some fans are a little bit angry, a little bit upset, and I can completely see why. So Hull City trying to brush the embargo under the rug and say, yeah, forget about that. We've just let loan one of our left-backs. That means that we're getting more players in because we can't have a squad without a left-back. Well, we'll wait and see on that front, shall we? But I'll see you in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned and liking and subscribing to keep saying everything Hull City. And I'll see you in the next video. Up the Embargo Tigers.